परमात्म समारंभं ऋषिगण मध्यमं सद्गुरु पर्यंतं वंदे गुरु परंपरम। आदेश जय महाकाल। Dry eyes syndrome. Now we can see the introduction of dry eyes syndrome. Dry eyes syndrome in Ayurveda is called as a Suksa Aksipakam. This is means dry eye syndrome. In Telugu, generally we can call as a kallu pudibaratam, kantlo ota endipovatam. This type of wordings in Telugu we can use this. In introduction point of view, actually in our eyes, that water area should be available in our eyes. Why? Because if not sufficient water released from our eyes, like we can call it as a tears, then if not available in sufficient of water in our eyes, our eyeball can't move in free way. At the same time our vision also some disturbance. So the tears are that related of water. The water content in our eyes is sufficient point of view. It should be available. Actually in our eye point of view, 3 layers is there. The first layer is called as a lipid layer. The second one is aqueous layer. The third one is mucin or mucin layer. Actually out of the 3 layers, the second one is the aqueous layer. That aqueous layer is the very important for releasing the tears or releasing the water. Actually in this complaint point of view, like a dry eye syndrome problem point of view, that releasing of the water quantity decrease, or after released that water very fastly become a dried. So these two types of problems point of view, we will face the dry eye syndrome. This is the introduction of the dry eye syndrome. Now we can see as dry eye syndrome's problems. If we have the dry eye syndrome, what type of problems we will face. Now we can see that actually in our human body, as per Indian medicine system, the 3 humerus is there, like Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Out of 3, Vata and Pitta, both 2 are become a imbalance, then we will face the dry eye syndrome. In this problematic point of view, our eyeball become a some more feels the more weight in. The second problem is the irritation of our eyes, burning of our eyes, itching of our eyes. At the same time our eyelids also become some swelling also. Through this cause, sometimes we will face the permanently blindness also. or sometimes decrease our vision also. Basically this is the long run disease. Long run treatment also we will need. Sometimes in dry eye syndrome point of view, if any attempt the eye surgeries, mostly it will become a failure. If we attempt the eye surgery, first of all we can cure the dry eye syndrome, then only we can attempt the eye surgery. Otherwise that surgery may failure. So this is the major problems of the dry eye syndrome. Now we can see the actual causes of dry eye syndrome. The dry eye syndrome arising the causes point of view. The first one is the old age. The second one is menopause. In mostly in females in menopause time face the dry eye syndrome. The next one is the inflammation related infective related complaints. Just example, rheumatoid arthritis. That is also one of the reason of dry eye syndrome. The next one is the hormone imbalance. The hormone imbalance is the major problem of lot of diseases. Even dry eye syndrome also one of the reason of hormones imbalance. The next one is the aqueous layer swelling. That is also dry eye syndrome cause. The next one is in citrullin or levocitrullin related medicines also sometimes arising the dry eye syndrome. Radiation treatment also cause of the arising the dry eye syndrome. Sometimes eye surgeries also cause of the dry eye syndrome. Sometimes in our eyes, inside that eyes, that nerves are very sensitive and very smallest. That sensitive nerves inside, any disturbances will arise. Any just like a that blood floating point of view, any lipids related arise, that is also arising the dry eye syndrome. The in allopathy medicines, some medicine side effects also cause of the dry eye syndrome. And Stevens-Johnson syndrome, that is one kind of disease. This is also cause of the dry eye syndrome. In expressed in Stevens-Johnson syndrome point of view, in this disease boils arise and all over the body. In that time that boils arise the in our aqueous layer also arising the some boils or some bubbles type. So in that time also arising the dry eye syndrome. Sometimes the dry eye syndrome arising point of view from the from our brain send us some commandings. That commandings may not reach the aqueous layer. So in the time also dry eye syndrome will increase. And that lipid profile also in lipid profile generally that lipid layer, that lipid layer mostly releasing the one kind of oily related content. Sometimes that lipid layer may not release the sufficient that related oil related content. Obviously that aqueous layer release the water, it's very fastly become a dried. So this is also one of the cause of the dry eye syndrome. The next one is the sitting in front of the computer. So we can concentrate on that computer screen. We can see that sometimes we can forget close the eyelids. So we can concentrate only we can see the computer. So in that time also that tears also become some dried. So dry eye syndrome also will arise. This is also one kind of cause. At the same time, smoking, that is also one of the cause. The next one is the we can use the contact lens in long run. That is also one of the reason of the dry eye syndrome. That dry eye syndrome, in the major reason is Sjogren syndrome. The Sjogren syndrome is in this complaint, in Sjogren syndrome complaint, our lips and remaining some other organs also become a dried. This is the major feature of the Sjogren syndrome. So in that time, our eyes also become a some dry. So this is also one of the cause of the dry eye syndrome. The another cause is we can face the more air pollution. That is also cause of the dry eye syndrome. And some air of the AC. So air conditional air also directly touch with our eyes. So that is also one of the cause of arising the dry eye syndrome. In the winter season, some cool related air will release, that seasonal air. That seasonal air also sometimes we can touch that our eyeball, then we can consider as one of the major reason of the arising the dry eye syndrome. So we can use some hair dryers. That hair dryers point of view also we can use the hair dryer. That air also we can touch the our eyes. That is also one of the cause of the arising the dry eye syndrome. These are the major causes for arising the dry eye syndrome. Okay. How to overcome the problems of the dry eye syndrome? Now we can see that some of important things is there. The first one is we can take care to any type of air directly touch with our eyes. We have to avoid that type of things. First of all, we can care that for that. So for this point of view, we better to using some goggles or spectacles. So to this point of view, that any kind of air can't touch directly in our eyeball. So this is the very important thing. The second one is in our room or in our home, mostly we can avoid the some kind of dryness. So for this point of view, every 2-3 days once we can release the steam in our room. So this is also one of the best thing. And we can avoid the welding works. In welding, in iron welding point of view, that related smoke, that related fire also major cause of the dry eye syndrome. So we have to avoid that type of areas. And frequently we can touch our eyes, that is also not good. So we have to avoid for frequently touch to our eyes. And we don't see the concentration on that any object, that is called as a Trataka. The Trataka is one of the major related thing of the yogic science. So the Trataka means any one object we can see the concentration point of view. So don't do such type of things. So at the same time, every 1 hour, minimum 5 to 7 minutes, you can close the eyes. So that is also you have to follow. The two another main important issue is frequently we can close and open the eyelids. That is also you can do that. Otherwise, dry eye syndrome problem will increase. So frequently we can close our eyelids. And sometimes very little heat, not more heat, very little heat water, uh, you through that little bit of heating water we can use the head bath. So don't do the cold water head bath. So little bit heat water only we can use for head bath. The next one is we have to always increase the our immunity system. That is very important for avoiding the dry eye syndrome. Okay, and finally, suppose we have the dry eye syndrome. So, what is the proper treatment of the dry eye syndrome? So, in Ayurveda, we very clearly explain the different types of treatments to dry eye syndrome. The first one is the Laksanika Chikitsa. The Laksanika Chikitsa means feature based treatment. So, what type of features, what type of problems according to body type, then that type of problems avoiding point of view you can give the treatment. The next one is Astasvedam. The Astasvedam means our both palm hands rubbing. In rubbing point of view, palm hands rubbing point of view, some little bit heat will release. That heat keep it on the our eyes. So that is called Astasvedam. This is also one of the best home treatment. The next one is the Sodahara Chikitsa. So Sodahara Chikitsa means anti-inflammatory treatments available in the in Ayurveda. So in this point of view, some anti-inflammation related medicines we have to give that. The next one is the some special Panchkarma related treatments also there. That Panchkarma related treatments point of view, one of the Panchkarma treatments, the Nashyam. Nashyam means is a we can give that medicine through nasal way. That Nashyam also very important and very useful for the arranging the some oil content in the lipid layer. So in sufficient of lipid layer releasing, obviously aqueous layer released item also some more time is stabilized. So that Nashyam also very important for this type of problems. At the same time, Netravasti. This is also one of the external Panchkarma treatment, belongs to eye problematic related treatments. In Ayurveda, is a Salyaka Tantra is there. Salyaka Tantra means one of the branch of the Ayurveda treatments. So actually in Ayurveda is 8 branches is there. Out of 8 branches, Salyaka Tantra also one of the branch. In the Salyaka Tantra, ENT and eye problems related explaining very clearly. In that time, in that area, say Natavasti or Tarpanam. Actually both are same. So Natavasti we can call as in Panchkarma related terminology. So Tarpanam we can use that terminology in the eye related problems, but both are same. So that related treatment we can do that. The next one is the main treatment is Parisakam or Achotanam. Parisakam means continually flowing liquid flowing on our eyes. That is called Parisakam. Achotanam means that Achotanam means that is the eye drops. That eye drops is not only 1 or 2 drops. It's a continually minimum 30 to 70 drops. The medical drops you can keep it on the continually the drops drop by drop in our eyes. That is called as a Achotanam. Actually in Parisakam or Achotanam point of view, we can take that cow's milk. That milk should be in butter included milk, not exclude of the butter. So include of butter milk only we can take that, because that butter means is one kind of oil layer in the milk. So that is the very important, and we need on this particular dry eye syndrome. So how overcoming the dryness of our eyes, we have to take that butter included cow's milk only. So we can heat very little bit and adding some rock salt, and we can use the Parisacum and Achotanam point of view. This type of milk we can use for these two type of treatments. The other main herbal medicine of the dry eye syndrome means we can take some turmeric powder. You can take some turmeric powder and Indian barberry. That powder also you can take that. Indian barberry is available on the Ayurveda herbal showrooms. So Indian barberry means we can call it as in Telugu Manu Paspu, in Sanskrit Daru Haridra. So turmeric powder and Indian barberry both are mixed and keep it on the pure cow's ghee. Then that ghee keep it on the stove. So we can make that grutapakam. Grutapakam means finally that cow's ghee only make a that related medicated ghee. Then we can take that ghee 1 spoon and add little bit rock salt and mix with cow's milk. Then we can take orally. This is also one of the best herbal related medicine of the dry eye syndrome. The next one is very important for that home remedy of dry eye syndrome. We can take the one cotton cloth and keep it on that cotton cloth inside the oil. So that cloth frequently keep it on our eyes. So this is also one of the best home remedy of the dry eye syndrome. So this is the treatment related information of dry eye syndrome. Okay, the finally the dry eye syndrome point of view, what type of food we have to take, that what type of food we have to need, that is also you can see that. Vitamin A we have to take. In out of vitamin A available in the cod liver oil, carrot and pumpkin and green leafy vegetables and tomato and milk related products and watermelon and mango. And vitamin D also we need to for this type of complaint. So vitamin D content food is mushrooms and white layer of the egg, butter, milk, sprouts, and mostly vitamin D available in the first half an hour of the sunrise in morning time. And vitamin C, that is also very important for improve our immunity. Citrus fruits, green vegetables, guava fruit and green leafy vegetables, that is also vitamin C available in these type of items. The next one is omega 3 fatty acids. The omega 3 fatty acids point of view, this type of contents available in the walnut and fish, flax seeds, olive oil. This type of area available on the omega 3 fatty acids. So this is the Suksa Akshipaka information or dry eye syndrome. So anyone dry eye syndrome point of view suffering, then you can contact us. It's in Ayurveda, in Siddha related medicines, and Ayurveda and Siddha is the very main treatments of our traditional Indian system. Thank you. Namaste.